Hello, thanks for stopping by. My name is Teresa, and in today's video, I am going to talk to you, or actually demonstrate for you, how to create a box to hold this gorgeous, and might I add delicious, hot chocolate bomb. What you do is you put these in a mug and then you pour either really hot milk or even hot coffee on it, and it will flavor it up depending upon the type of flavor you purchase. These were extremely popular back at Christmas. I did purchase a lot of them to have on hand for those cold winter nights when we were quarantining and alone. I needed something special. But anyhow, this is a live, uncut, unedited video, so let me keep going. So what I did is I went online, like you may have done to find this, and I found some instructions to make your own boxes. And here's the one. I followed that pattern and I did that. So you would give this as a gift. You can untie it. This is a piece of the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper that was out last year. I do have more left over because if you've been watching my videos, you know I love that Magnolia stamp and that Designer Series paper. But look, inside it does in fact hold one of these bath bombs. And this box and this bath bomb is already slated for my mother-in-law. So when my husband goes down, and maybe I can go as well to see her in the springtime, we already have her little gift ready to go. So with no further ado, let me show you how you can create this box to not only hold bath bombs, but chocolates. And I have a couple other ideas, which I'll show a little bit later in the video. But let's get started for this one. Currently, in our current mini catalog, we have the Hydrangea Haven set. There's a whole suite of products, so I thought I would use that. And keeping that in mind, here's a piece from the Designer Series paper. But I want the box, I'm using these two colors, I want the bottom of the box to be in our Highland Heather cardstock. So let me get what I need. What is it called when you're cooking? Mise en prep? I'm sure I messed that up, but where you put all your ingredients out before you actually get started, we're gonna do something similar. So I have my trimmer, and the first thing I wanna do is with this Highland Heather, I wanna cut a square that measures 7.5 inches. So there's my 7.5 on one side, and 7.5 inches on the second side. Leave that dark cutting blade up at the top. I want to go ahead, since I have it out, I want to score it. I like to flip it over, and I'm going to score it on all four sides at 2.5. You don't have to push very hard. It's that lighter blade that will do the scoring for you. What does the scoring do? For those of you who don't know, it puts, for all intents and purposes, it creases the paper for you. So when you go to fold it, it's going to fold much easier. So, I want to get this just right so this comes out perfect for you guys. I was talking, so do I have all four score lines? I do. Okay, since I have the trimmer out, I know that I want my box lid to be this. I love this. This is that Seaside Spray. Now you want to cut a square for this. It's going to be 4 5/8. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. So 4 5/8. So let's cut that. That's with the dark blade. Turn it because we want it to be a square. So again, at 4 5/8. Now this one we're going to go ahead and score as well. Let me get that blade out of the way. Turn this upside down, and this time I want to score it on 1 inch all the way around. I could do it this way, but I'm more I'm right-handed, but I find it easier for the smaller ones to line it up with the score line to the right. Okay, so I'm going to reverse it a little bit, but I'm going to score it on all four sides at 1 inch. Ooh, sorry about that. I hope it didn't shake the camera too much. I might have to pop up there and make sure everything is still in camera shot. Okay, and that is all we need. So we can put this trimmer away. Love this trimmer. Great investment. I highly recommend it if you do not have it. Okay, so, you know what? I spoke too soon. I apologize. Let me get the trimmer out again. We want to get everything together. For the lid of the box, I want to cut out 2 more pieces. This time I am going to use a piece from our Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper, and I do want to cut this out at 2 1/4, but I know what I want to do. Hold on, bear with me. I want to get a particular color, this blue in it. So let's do 2 1/4, and then 2 1/4. Okay, and then the background paper I want for this is going to be our Highland Heather, and this will measure 2 3/8. So that's just slightly before the 2 1/4. 2 3/8. There we go. Oops, that moved. I don't like that that moved. I want to get this correct. Let me do that again. 2 3/8. I was prepping everything beforehand, but then somebody had said, you know, we want to see it. Okay, you're getting it. Now I have the pieces cut that I need cut. See, if I was editing, I could have edited that out. Now let's go ahead and build the bottom box. We have those score lines, and it's going to make it so much easier to get that fold going. If you have a bone folder, that's what this is called, it really helps to push these seams down nice and flat. Okay, we want to do all 4 sides, taking care of all 4 score lines. I wish I had background music for you all. All right, now next, my instructions say working on 2 sides that are opposite each other. So this side and that side. What we're going to do, and you have to get your scissors out, you're going to cut along the score line up to the vertical score line up to the first fold line, okay? And let's go ahead and do it on each side. I want to get right up to it. And then I'm going to push this up out of the way. You're going to cut a diagonal. Don't worry too much about this because it's going to tuck into the box. You'll see. Let's get rid of that one. And then let's just go out here. If you have to have a straight line, you could certainly get out the ruler and measure all that up. I don't worry about that because it's going to be tucked inside the box. It's not going to be seen. I think this is going to make a beautiful springtime box. You know, if you are someone who can create these chocolate bombs, these hot cocoa bombs, what a great idea. You can make some, give them out for spring occasions, Mother's Day, Easter. There's going to be some, hopefully, maybe we can just drop them off at somebody's door because we all know what's going on. Anyhow, now let's turn it over because, well, let me show you first. See what's going to happen. These are going to fold in. And then you're going to bring up your sides and you're going to have your box. Ta-da! But we want to apply the adhesive. So I turn it over. Now, I hate to say this, I don't have the Stampin' Seal Plus. You want a strong adhesive for this because you want the adhesive strong enough to carry the weight of what you're putting in. I don't have my Stampin' Seal Plus. I do have Stampin' Seal, so I'm going to use that. Normally, I would use Stampin' Seal Plus, though. Got to be honest with you. Love it. It is one of my favorite adhesives. Well, not one of, it is my favorite adhesive. I do tend to over apply adhesives. I don't know why. It's just, that's my thing. I guess they would have to introduce me. This is Teresa. She puts down way too much adhesive. See, I really miss my Stampin' Seal Plus, but that's okay. All right, now let's go ahead and put this together inside. And you want to take that moment and make sure that your sides, it's very squared up. Pop this in there, and let's go ahead and do the other side. We'll do this side too. Okay, apply a little bit of pressure. Then what we're going to do is tuck these guys in. And I like to give it just a little extra pinch. There's the base of the box. Boom, that's done. How easy was that? Now let's go ahead and do the lid. We're going to do similar. It's similar. The the cutting in on the sides will be a little different, but we will get to that. All right, let's just go ahead and press down all these sides. Okay, all 4 sides. Okay, and again, we're only going to work 2 sides, and they're going to be opposite each other, but it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to cut up to that first fold line, but then we're going to angle out a sliver. Okay, you'll be able to see it when I'm done, and we're going to sliver out that side. See? It does not have to be perfect. It's going to be tucked in. You're just getting rid of some bulk so that when you do tuck it in, you'll have a nice clean edge. Pull that here. Again, working the opposite side. If you have young children, get them in. Get them in here. Get them watching this. Recreate these boxes. These boxes will have so many uses. They can help you make maybe teacher gifts, you know, to make the boxes for the teacher gifts. It teaches them, you know, it not teaches them, but it helps with fine motor skills, following directions, spatial relations, so on and so forth. Now again, we're going to put adhesives on the back side and build it in. So I'm going to turn it over and let me grab my stamp and seal. And let's just lay down a little bit of adhesive on each of these sides. Okay, and then let's bring it in. I hope that was not off camera. I apologize if it was. Pull that in. Look at that. Grab that one. That's the last side. And then again, go in. Oops, I want that a little further in. Thankfully I didn't, well, I might have pressed that too hard. Nope. Okay, there we go. And look, you can keep it that simple. Oh, will that fit? It absolutely will. You can keep it simple, or you can zhuzh it up a little bit more. And you know I'm going to zhuzh it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pieces that I have cut out and I'm going to adhere it. Go ahead and put that down. Now you can use your stamping dimensionals and raise this on top of the box lid if you want to. So you could put stamping dimensionals and raise it up on the box. I don't want to do that at this point. I am going to use stamping dimensionals, and I'll show you where in just a second. Oh, come on. This is some nice strong adhesive. You can feel it too when you're working on it. Okay, let me eyeball this. Pop it down and then apply a little pressure. Now what I want to do is I want to create using our double ovals. I've done this already. I took a piece of Highland heather and I punched out the top, but I want to, let me grab, you know, if you've seen my other videos, I keep scrap white paper on hand at all times. Let me grab a piece. Yes, under here is some extra paper to use. I'm going to show you what I want to do. Now, whoops, that's from the Berry Blessings, I believe. What I want to do is grabbing the shadowing stamp out of our Hydrangea Haven. I already have that on a block. I want to use some Highland Heather. I want to decorate the background for cutting out. I don't want just a white oval. I want to color that up a little bit, but I don't want it to be too intense. So I'm going to stamp off, and then let's stamp. And oops, wrong side. Heaven's sakes, look at that. Well, you could do that, but I want to do it this way instead. And then that, and then that. Oh, you know what? That was a happy little accident. Thank you, Bob Ross. I don't know what I'm doing. I like just stamping over stamping. All right. Anyhow, what I wanted to do was just to create a dark background. This is my stamp pad cleaner. And since this is actually a technique, since I went ahead and inked the back of that, I had to get this out, clean that up. All right, I'll finish cleaning the rest of that after we're done. But anyhow, this is what I want to see. I want that background to contain some of that purple, to pull in that Highland Heather from the bottom of the box. Now, using the sentiment that says, this sentiment is from Hydrangea Hill. This is the one that says, I appreciate all the little things you do. I want to take the Misty Moonlight this time. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it and make sure I have enough ink on it and put it right there. That'll work. Hopefully it'll work. It did work, yay. If I really messed up on this one, I'd show you the one I did in practice. Actually, I'll show you the one I did in practice as well, just so you can see. Get this out of the way. Tuck that back under. Now I want to cut out this sentiment. I appreciate all the things you do. Okay, don't need that, don't need that. So see, now I do have a choice because I did a practice one. So we can take a peek together and I'll decide with you watching. Do I want it that or that? The dark or the light? The dark or the light? Let's do the dark since we did that together. And for this one, I am going to apply this just right on it to our label. But this I do want to raise up. I want to raise this up on here. So with some stamping dimensionals, let's go ahead and grab 2 of them. 1, 2. Gotta say, I still have fun with this pick tool. Okay, let's apply this to our box. I can't wait to show you some of the other ones. All right, let's, where do I, see, you could put it on the side here, and then, oh, you know, I could put it on the side and then put the bow. There's so many possibilities, there really are. So let me see what I want to do. I think I'm going to just do that. Now, I had these left over. I could do this and be done with it. Or this is our gorgeous grape ribbon. This is the Seaside Spray. I could put that on there. Or I could go so far as to, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Is that on? Yep, that's on. Okay. Take our, this is called Gorgeous Grape. It's a sheer ribbon. And what we can do is just tie a nice ribbon on here. Oh, that should be good enough. Oh, I want to show you a couple other ideas. Imagine this as party favors. Maybe you're getting married this spring, and this would be great to give to the people in your wedding party, especially all those who do so much for you to help you get it done. Look at that. Oh, offset it. That bow came out pretty good the first time. Woo, take note. That does not happen enough. Trust me. Trust me. Look, isn't that cute? Let me clear this off because I want to show you some other ideas. Very excited about this. I'm coming awake. Woo-hoo. All right, so look at that. So cute. That holds the chocolate, you know, the hot chocolate bombs. I had already shown you this one. I should have finished tying this one back up. This one, it's also, this box will also hold your bath bombs. Look, Valentine's Day is coming up. And we have these gorgeous, the whole sweet strawberry set as well. And we have the designer series paper. Look at that. Imagine inside of this box, you receive this, you know, pull off the ribbon, but inside is a luscious, nice, big strawberry dipped in chocolate. That would be a cute gift. And last but not least, this is a little box I thought that would be so fun. Maybe you want to give all your co-workers or your employees just a little something. You can fill this up with treats, whatever. It's a generous size box, but look, this is paper. This is gold foil. Let me pull this up. That I had left over from all of those cards that I did back over Christmas. I save all these little pieces. I tell you to save them. And what I was able to do was on the background of this, I was able to cut that piece at 2 3/4. And this cardstock is going to be a little different. You're going to say, where is that in the catalog? I actually found this paper at Hobby Lobby. Oh yes, it was on sale. It caught my eye. I got it. So we can go ahead and finish this box together right now. I keep all my little happy accidents and scraps and stuff. And I have some videos out there with the black videos with the gold embossing. And look, I had a bee left over. So we're going to finish this together. Let me just move that up. I want to apply some of my stamping seal to the bottom of this cardstock. Now this cardstock, if you're curious, I pretty much, well, not pretty much, I only use Stampin' Up cardstock. I have not found any cardstock that I like better. So it is Stampin' Up all the way. So this is the basic black cardstock and then very vanilla up on top. Let me go ahead and position this. There we go. For him, you know I want to pop him up there. I want to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on him. I'm thinking one on each wing. I wanted to do one with some wedding paper and stuff that I found because I really thought that would be so cute. Imagine having these out on your gift table for your wedding guests to pick up. And here I'm going to pop him down in the corner because what I want to do with him, I do have it, is I'm going to take some of this gorgeous satin ribbon. This is our basic black satin ribbon, and I think that is so pretty. Let me cut this, and we're going to tie this up. But see, you can actually use this cardstock and this gorgeous coordinate. Everything is so simple. The coordinating designer series paper in some cases. And the beauty of the designer series paper is always lists on the back the colors that it coordinates with. Look at this, look at this. Look at that chunky bow. Oh. And look, there you have it. I want the star of the show, the one we did together in the center. But look, 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 look. And you can get even crazier. You can add more embellishments and things like that. But look, see? Crafting, it's so much fun. These products are so versatile. I hope you like them. Let me get them in the shot for you. The other thing I want to do, I did write my recipe card with some of the basic measurements. So let me go ahead and put this in the shot for you. And you can take a screenshot if you want. So you have it. So there you have the bottom cardstock. You have the lid cardstock, which is spelled wrong, C-A-R-S. Oh, well, this is unedited. And then for the lid decor, you want your cardstock piece and then your designer series paper, if that's what you want to go with. Okay, so I hope you liked it. If you did enjoy this, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to see even more, go ahead and subscribe and make sure your notifications are on. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, happy stamping.